Okay, let's try this again. I don't know what happened, guys, but evidently Facebook did not like me, and now it looks like all things are go. Um, anyway, we'll wait for Ashley to jump back on with us real quick. But if y'all missed the initial setup, it's the weekly drip Monday at 2 o'clock. I'm Chris Pesek with the Dripping Springs Home Team at Jackson Properties, and my friend Ashley Tullis is going to be popping on here shortly. Let me text her real quick and let her know. Dead air and everything else. But Ash is with the bond team at Keller Williams, and we pop up every Monday to talk about Dripping Springs, what's going on around Dripping Springs, and things that we're doing and seeing, local businesses and local personalities and things like that. So if you've got any questions, as always, feel free to ask those questions live on air. We will get to them. And it was pretty funny. Ashley and I were just talking about the craziness of the Dripping Springs real estate market. And it's let's just say it's a tough time all around. There's Ashley.
Hi.
I was just rehashing everybody that we were chatting about the real estate market and saying how it's just a tough time for everybody all around. Realtors, sellers, buyers. It's stressful, high stakes.
Big emotions
for everybody involved. Yeah. So I don't know what the heck happened, but we're on live now. We actually have viewers on. I see eyeballs. We're good to go. So let's get this thing kicked off.
Absolutely.
I already introduced you, even though you weren't on. So this is Ashley, if you don't know.
Hello. This is episode 16, season 2, and We're coming up on our year anniversary of this gig. So good gravy. I hope people know who we are by now.
10 more episodes, and it'll be a year. I guess that's correct, because we did for 26 episodes last year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir. I hope they know. And the cool thing is as I go around town, there's people that actually recognize me from this. And they're like, I have no idea who they are. And they're like, oh my God, I love your and Ashley's show. And I'm like, cool, I'm glad you're watching.
You have paparazzi.
Yeah, that's right. Pretty soon people are going to be stopping us in HEB and taking pictures.
Yeah, that'll be wild.
Please don't do that.
I can't wait. Somebody asked me for an autograph, like, if you want to blow my mind.
That would be funny. That would be funny. So coincidentally, not so off topic, yesterday I met a gentleman who is he is in charge of Warner Broadcasting, their oh shoot.
I hope that person's not watching.
Yeah, I know. I can't think of the word right now. Their podcast division for all of Warner Broadcasting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope he's not watching, because we've got dead air and everything else. This thing will never make money.
Our production value, it just goes up every week.
Well, except for this week, because for some reason I screwed something up. But anyway, we're not going to dwell on that. Let's roll on to some cool stuff in Dripping Springs. Did you do anything cool this weekend?
Actually, I did. I did a lot of cool stuff, but we ended the weekend at Dreamland.
You got to go out?
We got to go out, and nice. I thought it like long and hard, because I love to be out and about. I'm on the vaccine train myself, about to get my second one, and I'm just excited and feeling comfortable being out and around people. But I don't like to get too people-y just yet, because I don't want to wear the dadgum mask. I just don't want to do it. So I'm like, well, if it's not too people-y, then I won't. Anyway, we went last night at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm going to say 8 o'clock, like sun was setting. Okay. And we shut it down.
How long are they open on Sundays?
11.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We shut it down. If anyone from Wyatt School is watching, I'm sorry. I sent you a very grumpy kid. He didn't want to get up. He's like, can I take a mental health day?
Oh, no. Lord.
Nobody. You got to go. Can I go virtual just today? Nope, that's not how that works. You got to go. Got to pay to play.
What did my dad used to say? If you're gonna run with the big dogs, no, something I don't know. It was something about dogs and like waking up early. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I don't know.
The bulldog was our high school mascot. Like, another at least 300 high schools out there. And if you can't run with the big dogs, stay on the porch.
Yeah, I thought that's where I was going, but that didn't make sense. Maybe it was something about the night owls and waking up with the dogs or chickens. I don't know. But anyway, basically what it is, if you want to stay out late, you still got to take care of business the next day. That's what it amounted to.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There you go. If anybody can save my horrible saying there, please do so.
Yes, help us. And if anyone can identify the rap artist that stated, if you can't stand the heat, get up out the kitchen. That would also be great.
I'm going to say, because he recently passed away, it was DMX. Is that correct?
I don't actually know.
I thought you knew.
DMX. I'm going to give it to you.
Okay. All right.
R.I.P.
That was awesome.
I think it's an Outkast lyric, though, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough. So set up at Dreamland, pretty sweet. I keep hearing they got a wall of beer and you just like run a credit card or something and you get your beer. So that's kind of cool.
I think that is facts, but I don't do the gluten, so I steer clear of the beer. I did see a room and there were like taps everywhere. Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool.
I've been told they got some local taps in there too, which are kind of hard to find sometimes.
Yeah, they have a very large focus on being local where they can. The art director is bringing in artists from sincerely all over the world in art installations, and the lineup for live music is pretty amazing. I got the chance to interview Gareth McGuire, their art director, and get kind of the back end, like where was the vision of Dreamland. And what surprised me was it started as a music festival. That's what they wanted.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. They wanted to take Tanktown and turn it into a music festival, Dreamland Music Festival, I guess. And then COVID happened. And so they pivoted.
Oh, wow.
They have pickleball, they have putt-putt, they have the tap room. It looks like they're adding things constantly. But the purpose and the goal of Dreamland, other than the experience, is to raise money for a lot of really cool causes, and you can go read about them on their website. So they want to give millions of dollars. The owner he's a philanthropist, and raising money is a go-to. And I'm like, wow, I can feel really good about my tab out there.
That's right.
Good causes. It's so awesome.
And when you know that that's kind of the motivation behind the business, it makes things more appealing to me. I as soon as you said that, I'm like, okay, yeah, now I really have to go.
Definitely.
So that's you gotta love that aspect of it. Very cool.
Maybe there'll be a community date night that the Dripping Springs home team puts together.
Maybe that may have to be one. You'll have to connect me with them, please.
And if I didn't plant a seed, I'm just stating you should do that, because I would go to that.
Amanda's saying, come check it out Thursday the 13th. Unofficial announcement. Chamber is doing Business Star Awards. There's a luncheon that day. That's awesome.
Yes.
Cool. Very cool.
I love that. I love that. Amanda, I think voting for Star Awards has kicked off, or maybe it hasn't. If you're still tuned in, if you can give us the scoop on that. Those watching, Chris and I actually met through Leadership Dripping Springs, which is an incredible program put on by our local Chamber of Commerce.
Hopefully it'll be back this year, maybe. Amanda, if you're still on, we just need to bring Amanda on and talk about all this stuff.
I know. Hey, girl, can we send you a link? Like, click in.
Yeah, seriously, Amanda, if you're there and you got time, I'll send you a link.
We need to know more. Bless her heart.
Yeah, right.
It's terrible to put a woman on the spot on video like that. Like, no.
Hey, get on camera.
Yeah, real quick.
Voting starts tomorrow through the 23rd. Okay, cool.
Perfect. So you guys out there casting your votes, there's going to be a realtor category. You're looking at two of the best in town.
Not two of the best. The two best.
The two best, yes. And if I'm going to lose to somebody, I would rather it be my friend Chris than anyone else.
Leadership's restarting in the fall. I don't have any more details. Thanks, Amanda. That's sweet. Yeah, my apologies to all the other outstanding realtors in Dripping Springs. That was just, whatever. Because there's a lot of good ones. And we got a lot of good friends.
You though?
There's a couple that tune in every once in a while.
Really?
Yeah. And they know that I'm only joking because I think the world of them. So anyway,
yes,
not a big deal. So what else? And I'm letting you go because, girl, we did a lot in and around Dripping Springs this past week.
Oh, okay. Well,
can't join today. Maybe next week. Okay, we're gonna hold you to that, Amanda.
So allergies are at an all-time high for me. I think I'm about to sneeze. Oh my gosh. Can't wait to get. Oh,
hi, Kimberly. One of our local businesswomen.
Can't wait to get back over to see Dr. Wint because I did not have this problem last week when I was in there for acupuncture. I go see her every week. She has been a life changer for me. So if I sneeze, forgive me. I just can't seem to control it all of a sudden.
That oak is brutal.
It is. It sure is. Our church, Foundation Church, had a free crawfish boil for the community over the weekend.
I saw that.
Yes. So that's 3 weekends in a row of a crawfish boil. And
it's a lot of crawfish.
Be on a diet. So
yeah, me too.
Whatever. I don't know how that's working out. So just couple of quick highlights from the weekend.
Oh, that's awesome. It seems like crawfish boils, and obviously it's the spring, but I can't think back the 5-6 years now that we've been here. I can't remember this many crawfish boils because they've had them at 12 Fox. This weekend was Route 12. One shot had them. Rolling in Time and Dough had one, and they're going to have some more. So yeah, if you are a crawfish fan, this is a good spring for you. And I know, oh my God, HEB's crawfish are like $4 a pound if you buy them live. I've never seen crawfish that expensive. That's crazy.
I thought you were going to say cheap, and I was like, dude.
Oh, no. I've never seen them that expensive. Well, I mean, it's not like I buy them every year, but I just haven't seen them that expensive. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of crawfish going on.
There is, and we've picked some up from HEB, and they've been great. But my favorite is OMG Seafood out of San Marcos.
Okay.
That dude's got it going on. And bless his heart, he had a bunch of orders come through because crawfish season kicked off right around the time of that freeze.
Yeah.
And man, talk about a pivot and a silver lining. He just said to heck with it and started boiling them up and giving them away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so he had them in-house when all that stuff hit.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't do anything.
Yikes.
So he said, you know what? We're just going to give these to the community. Isn't that
That's
cool?
Awesome. That is. That's very cool.
Hey, what veggies do you like in your crawfish?
Veggies.
What? Oh my gosh.
I eat them. Obviously, corn and potatoes are, they're the old standbys. I have to have garlic so I can smash it out on my potatoes because that's amazing. The one that I never thought that I would like, and it's not a veggie, but mushrooms. Mushrooms catch.
Vegetable?
Oh, no, they're a fungus.
Oh, okay.
But they catch. Yeah, they do because they catch all the seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing. And the first time I had them, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and I'm like, who in the heck puts mushrooms in crawfish? And then I took a bite. I was like, that's a smart person. I guarantee.
Yes. I've also heard Brussels sprouts, but I'm like, nah, so. Green beans, but I love green beans anyway. I'll eat them. The interesting one, super duper flavorful, same exact concept's going to suck it all in, all the seasoning, pineapple. Now we can go down the road on if pineapple is allowed on pizza or not.
I'm going to throw up a hard no on that. I don't know.
Spicy pineapple. Know. I imagine it's like, although I don't eat these, the fruit cups with like the chili powder on them.
Yeah, okay.
Those are really, really, really good, but I haven't had one of those in like forever, so I don't eat those. But kind of the same concept of like sweet and then all the spice.
Okay, I get, and I've never even heard of it, but I guess if I go to a crawfish boil that has them, I'm gonna have to give it a shot.
Yeah, just one bite.
Yeah, just to see, because I didn't like those mushrooms either.
You didn't?
Until I ate one.
Oh.
The thought of the mushroom in there was like, oh no. And there's my wife chiming in. My wife took off school today. She needed a mental health day. You can tell Wyatt.
Yes. Is she going to go virtual just for today?
She needs to. If she, I should make her log on, but she's actually she's not working. She's watching this, so I should send her the link to get her to come on. I'm sending it to you right now, babe.
You can't come on here and tell me that pineapple sucks, though. I'm not interested in that negativity.
Okay, I sent her the link. Let's see if she pops up.
So you guys do have a community date night coming up. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I do. It's going to be the 29th of April, which is in a couple of weeks now, a couple of Thursdays. We're going to be at Rolling in Time and Dough for their first bistro night of the year. Yay. And if you haven't been to bistro night yet, it's awesome. Hard pass. My wife is hard passing on it. Oh, before we go, chamber mixer at Evo. That's right. Beer garden this Thursday. So if you're no registration required. Just to go head out. If you're a small business owner, I guess it's just for chamber. Correct, Amanda? But the bistro night, you order ahead of time. They've got a set menu, but you've got some pretty good options. And you can either eat it there. They've got the outdoor area. They've got beer and wine as well. You can take it home with you. You can even take it over to Grawlick's and eat out under the oak trees over there. But yeah, we don't have a lot of details other than the fact that it is going to be on the 29th, and it is going to be a Rolling in Time and Dough for their bistro night. And I'll probably start putting out more information about that next week once I get a chance to sit down with Jessica and get that stuff planned. So
awesome. Upcoming Turcotte's Butcher and Delicatessen is
21st?
The 25th.
25th, okay.
That's their grand opening that I recall seeing.
And that's a Sunday, correct?
I thought it was a Saturday. Fact check me, friend.
I am just wrong on everything today.
And I am going off of memory here. I'm not like looking at it or anything. So it's
20th is a Sunday.
Oh, okay. I got the day wrong. Bummer.
Yeah, Amanda's saying will not stop any local business persons from coming to the mixer.
No, definitely not, because then they get to see how powerful our chamber is and
how fun it is.
Yes, and they might just meet somebody they're going to start a weekly show with.
That's right. Or meet somebody to just show up on a weekly show.
Yes, bingo.
Talk about the shirt again real quick, because my wife said I have to talk about them. If you don't know, and I guess this is the biggest thing lately, Revolution Spirits now has ices, like the margarita machines.
Oh, Snow, you didn't?
Oh, yeah. And they've got a few different flavors. There's like essentially a pina colada flavor, but it's all made with gin.
What?
Yeah.
Gin slush?
Yes. And there was another flavor, I don't know. And then Saturday, they had a chocolate, I think it was it German chocolate cake? So they were using their cafecito, their coffee in it. And it was like a German chocolate icy. There, gin slushes. She's helping me out. German chocolate, yeah.
Golly.
Now, I'm going to prepare you. Don't get sticker shock. They're fairly pricey. I think they're $15.
You got to pay to play, man.
But you probably only need one of those suckers to make your afternoon okay. They are strong.
Do you remember that little?
You need to share it.
The dance hall midnight rodeo.
Unfortunately, yes, I'm old enough to remember that.
Okay, me too. And this was the routine with me and my best friend from college. Remember Baby A's?
Yep, my wife remembers Baby A's.
Purple margaritas. They cut you at 2, so 2 purple margaritas. Head on over to Midnight Rodeo, and you really only had to buy a couple beers after that because they just took care of you for quite some time. I'm hoping they can bring those Baby A purple margarita vibes to my life.
It will. You definitely need that in your life. You definitely do. So yeah, I had to talk about that because my wife went back for seconds. We were there Friday, and she went back yesterday to split another one with Shelly and Carricker.
Okay, so not at like the same visit. She went back.
No.
Okay.
No. No, this was after that. So yeah, Revolution Spirits, y'all. If you're into ices, especially now that it's getting hotter, you have got to get out and see them.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we did a couple of new things.
Tell me.
Well, since she's off today, we had a day date, a noon date.
Ooh,
and we've never been to Spoon and Fork, and we went to Spoon and Fork.
You've never been there?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, their food is
yeah, it is. We always walk straight by it when we go to the league, but we've never been. Every time we walk by, we're like, hey, we need to go there sometime. And today, well, we were going to go somewhere else, but they were closed when we went by. And so we're like, let's go try Spoon and Fork. And it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It really was.
Yeah.
And a little bit of, yeah, so it's Thai and Chinese, I guess. They've got a little bit of both. And I've never had the Thai curries, but I'm kind of interested now. Are they good?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But we're definitely going to be back over there.
Yeah, I love Spoon and Fork. There's a younger guy, I can't remember his name, that's been there like since they opened.
Okay.
And I have watched him just, take care of the whole dadgum restaurant. Like,
right.
Service is always great. The food is consistent. I really do like that place.
Yeah. And it got me thinking, and I don't know, we've been in there one time. I don't know anything, but I saw and this goes back to what we're doing on the show or trying to do. There was a post this weekend on Facebook, and I forget who had it, but they were talking about, oh my God, the what's the drink place, the kale smoothie place, not Smoothie King. Juiceland's gone.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking again about how you don't know, because if you don't go somewhere and you don't get out and support local, these places just disappear and you don't even know that they're gone.
Yeah.
And so again, I just want to kind of remind people, and you don't have to go and spend money necessarily at places. We've talked about this before. You can support them online. You can share their, if you see somebody pops up with a weekly special or a nightly special, share it to your friends, because the way Facebook works, not all your friends are going to see that post, but if you post it, they will. So, share those things so, we can keep these local businesses around.
Yes.
And then the other thing that we did, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. I wasn't going to say exactly what it was, but my wife and I have been talking about it for a while. And today we went over to Regenerate, which, do you remember talking about Regenerate when we were going through Leadership Drip? Mm-hmm. Okay. So
get an IV?
I didn't get anything done.
You didn't get an IV?
My face is the same. I did not get an IV. Let me rephrase this. My wife got a B12 shot. Oh. I got a skinny shot.
What's a skinny shot?
It's B12, but it's also got some other type of things in there that's supposed to boost your metabolism.
What?
So, yeah, I don't know.
Ladies, so that was when Chris is looking slim and trim next week, because men drop weight exponentially faster than women. You heard it here first. He got the skinny shot.
I'm embarrassingly saying that I'm going to go ahead and get the skinny shot, and I will report back on how this goes.
Okay. Are you doing measurements too, or just wait?
Oh, I probably need to. Mm-hmm. I probably need to do measurements, and it'll be a good shout out for Camp Gladiator and for Regenerate as well. But I can say this, the B12, because we talked about it for a while, because how everybody's always tired.
Yeah.
And we got them at around 11 o'clock this morning, and I feel like I've got more energy already. Like, really? Serious. I really fight myself about placebo effect and things like that. I know that it's a real thing, and I try to fight it and try to analyze what's going on. I really feel like I've got more energy. No BS.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how often we're going to get them, but I'll keep you updated on how it goes.
When is your next 5 a.m. Camp Gladiator session?
Tomorrow morning. You going to be there?
Morning? No.
Come on.
5 a.m.?
You just have to wake up at 4:30. Well, you're even closer. You can wake up at 4:35.
Sure. But we've talked about this. You guys go to bed at what, 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
9. No, I think last night was 8:45.
After midnight kind of gal.
Oh my God.
I mean, we're shutting down Dreamland on a Sunday.
Well, fair. Yeah, we're sleeping and y'all are tearing down the town at Dreamland.
We're mastering our putt-putt skills.
Who won?
Probably my husband. He's super competitive.
Okay.
I just don't.
You didn't even keep score.
God, no. What's the point? I'm there to have fun. This is such a being a real estate agent is such a strange industry for me because I'm really not competitive at all. But I hate losing. I hate it.
I'm just laughing because of the conversations you and I've had off air, and I'm going, you're not competitive? Yeah, bull.
I'm not competitive.
Bull.
I'm just the best.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. You're not competitive when you just beat everybody.
Just the best.
That's just what happens.
I lose, I fail. My good friend Gary Keller taught me to fail forward, fail fast, fail often.
That's right.
If you don't know who my man GK is, I'd look him up. He's got some really great books.
It's The One Thing is a pretty good book. It's not a failure. It is a learning experience. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yep.
And people are not failures. There's only what is it? People aren't failures. Failures are events.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. We all need to fail. That's how you get better.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, so we've been in this for 25 minutes.
Gosh, time flies.
And we gave shout outs to a bunch of businesses. But that's cool. That's what we're all about.
Sounds like we might have Amanda Miyamoto from the Chamber of Commerce on our show next week. Looking forward to that.
Please help me remember to send her a link ahead of time so that she has it. And my wife chose not to join us today, unfortunately.
Womp womp. Yeah. I hope she'll go out for a gin slushy with me sometime.
Oh, you just have to just text her.
Okay.
Say, heading to Revolution. You gonna be there? She'll meet you.
Hey, they're typically open just like on more weekend times, right?
Yeah,
like
I think they're still
Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, starting like at 1 and open till 7, something like that. Did you see this? I told you she would meet you there.
Well, I think that's a wrap for episode 16, season 2.
It is.
That year anniversary.
Coming quick. Just a reminder to everybody, if you are a small business owner, you know one that needs some help, needs some love, let us know about them. And especially if it's something I haven't tried, need to get over there and figure out what they're all about, and possibly even pump them up on the show a little bit. And I think that there's somebody I was supposed to be talking about today, and now I'm forgetting because of everything else that we did today. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyway, also, if you need to know anything about Dripping Springs, specifically the real estate market, there's 2 pretty good realtors here. So feel free to reach out to us and ask us questions. If you need a debrief on the market and all the crazy stuff that's going on, we can do that over the phone. It's pretty nuts. Oh, and it'll be short, but I forgot, my wife was wanting me to shout out to our amazing financial advisor, Nick Smith. Nick and his wife are the folks that have Foster Village as well, but Nick is our financial advisor, and he's been doing a great job for us. So if it's tax time and all of that stuff, so if you're like, oh, I've got some money, I need to invest it, give Nick Smith a call. Smith Financial, Smith Wealth, Smith Financial.
We're going to post a link in the comments.
Yeah, I'll go find it and shoot it in there. So awesome. Anyway, there, we're getting off, and I talked for 3 more minutes. I'm off, Ashley. I'm done.
All right, toodaloo, y'all.
Bye, guys.